Hi everybody, in today's video we are doing a deep dive from a 2-day sale that I ran where I sent offers out to anything in my closet that had been listed for over 300 days, 50% off offers. I sold over $1,000 in 2 days. I just want to share everything that happened. So I'm going to show you a sampling of most of the sales and let you know the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you enjoy this video at any point, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy the show. It's a wild ride. All right, let's get this party started and let's hope that I find everything because some of these things are really old. First up are these Converse All-Star. I honestly think I bought these for Angelina because I don't think I would have paid what I paid, which was, I believe, $9 for these. My profit was like $1 and change. My profit margins are very low on this round, but that is okay because I am cleaning out. This is probably the lowest profit margin because these were intended for Angelina. She didn't want them. I listed them. They've been around for over a year. So it's time to go. They sold for $14 and every single one of these things you're going to see today was with discounted shipping on Poshmark for $5.95. Next up is a Club Monaco sweater that sold for $30. Oh, it's right here. Let me grab it. I'm pretty sure I got this in my little honey hole outside of Boston. That has dried up quite a bit with price increases and such. But anyway, I probably paid about $5 for this. I had it listed for $60. And it kind of goes kind of cute with these mint green Converse. $30 with discounted shipping. Next up in this little drawer, I keep a very small collection of wristlets and stuff in here, is this Dunienberg plaid wristlet. This little sucker disappointed me. It had so much attention for so long. And I kept thinking it was going to sell during the holidays. It's in beautiful, beautiful condition, but it's been listed over a year and it just sold. So I will put the price up here. It was either $17 or $24 that this sold for. $24. Okay, we have like a little theme going here with our greens. Let's see what's next. All right, my next sweater came out of this bin here. This Madewell sweater, over a year. It sold for $12 with discounted shipping. One of the things that's a bummer with Poshmark, it's only 50 cents, but if you have an odd number, it rounds down to your customers if you're doing 50% off plus the discounted shipping. So it really eats into my profit, but that's okay. I'm excited to add everything up at the end, and we're just going to go by the sales at the end. And we'll assume that my average cost of goods is around $5 because that's where it usually comes out. But this, so I probably paid $5 for this and then it sold for $12 with discounted shipping. So we're looking at like a $4 profit on this as well. This is clear out season, friends. All right, up next is this Crofts & Barrow faux fur new with tag vest. Must have had to open this to look at it at some point. Again, another $12 with discounted shipping. And yeah, another wintry bulky thing that's heading out. So excited. The next sale was a $30 sale. I like that better than $12 sales. It was for a pair of Ted Baker pants. I may have to dig a little bit here. Right here. You recognize the inside here. Yes. So these were a size 30 regular. Really nice. They have this very fine pattern on them. They're a nice cotton spring pant, and they sold for $30. Happy about that. I hear Lumpy. He's definitely awake. I'm trying to grab as many things as I can before he really starts to cry. Next, we have a men's size small polo quarter zip that I believe is right there. And I think it was a gift to one of my boys. So I think this was something I had in my house. I took it out of the bag just to show you because he thinks so. It's just a quarter zip. It's a performance fabric polo sport size small men's. All right, I'm going to take a break, grab these, and let's go see what Puppy's doing. Let's see if we can go get some more things from downstairs. Okay, you going to be helpful? Let's see. Ooh, do you like it down here? You like the basement? Whenever I get down. Hey. This next item I had listed for $149 because the retail was so high on it. I had it for about a year. I picked it up in Worcester. Oh, I see it. here it is. The brand is called Mirth. I've never heard this before, but I thought it was a gorgeous piece. It's like this bird dress. It's kind of like a Lagan look style. Following him around because I don't trust him. You like the package? Anyways, $74. This has been the best sale I've had with the sale. And I paid $13 for this about a year ago. All right, next up is a bundle that sold a couple days ago for $90. This was a recent pickup at the bins. Isn't this so awesome? This is the sack. It's a really beautiful wooden beaded purse. They also got this really cool hat, this Scala hat that I had purchased for like $2 and change at Savers. And then they got a cashmere sweater by Valerie Stevens and a Torrid sweater. Okay, I just grabbed these sweaters and I love them both. This Torrid cardigan cheetah button down, and then this one. This was like a size 1X or 2X Valerie Stevens black cashmere cardigan. And I was really tempted to keep it and just wear it slouchy because it is so soft, but this is a great little bundle heading out. All right, a few hours have passed. More sales have come in. I've had to cancel an order, but we're going to jump right in. I'm going to give totals at the end. This is a Willie Smith leather jacket. This sold for $19. This is not necessarily something I would buy over again. But anyways, this sold for $19. Next up was like a combination bundle. I had a buyer who included 2 items that were from the 50% off sale. One item that I had sent offers out on, and then she basically paid full price for these, which these are the Vioris, which I found by chance. And I was so excited. I didn't realize they were a bit of a Bolo brand. I had these priced at $70. The entire bundle, I believe, sold for $156 or $157. It included these in everywhere bag from Lululemon that I paid full price for, and I sent out offers for $62, so the profit wasn't very high on that, and then 2 other items. So let's grab the other pieces. This was part of the bundle as well. Okay, these were the 2 sale items. This very, very light purple Adidas hoodie or sweatshirt, and then these 7-Eleven skinnies from Levi's. I had these priced at $38, this priced at $32, so these 2 were half off. The Lululemon bag was $62, and then the sweats were $70, so $157 bundle. This, I believe, is an older item. It is kind of a halter style, intimately free, sleeveless little dress or nightgown. I think that sold for $19. Okay, another $12 sale. These cut from the cloth, size 6. They're kind of low-rise jeans with the chunky cuff. What's interesting about my jeans is I'm looking in this bin and there's quite a bit of space, relatively speaking. Although this only covers size 28 and 29, but these do too. But my 26 and 27s overflowing, 24, 25, decent amount. I feel like I've stopped buying those a lot. These were the sizes that I was really focusing on for a while, and this is really packed. So what's nice about the system is I can look at a glance. So when I'm out, I can see that these are now sizes that I could, in theory, replenish, or at least look at those sizes first, because I'm pretty well stocked in other areas. That's one of the benefits to grouping like items in a bin. You can really get a visual of how much you need or don't need in my case. But yeah, $12. All right, well, I'm really happy this sold, obviously. I was disappointed with this because it was part of a 2-piece bathing suit I listed separately because I think the bottoms were a different size from the top. This is a mod cloth 2-piece that, oh my gosh, when I bought it, I want to say I was outside of New York, driving home from visiting the kids in Pennsylvania. And I got this 2-piece suit. Hold on, we're stuck here. Anyways, I can't even tell you how much attention this swimsuit got. It's kind of like pinup style, so pretty. This is a size 4X. This sold without the bottoms, and I can't tell you how many times I've sent offers. I've relisted it. It's got these thick straps. It's just awesome. But this sold on its own. So now I'm not too hopeful on the bottoms that they're gonna do so well without the top, but you never know. But I will definitely be taking offers on the bottom now. I think this sold for $17 or $19 just on its own. So the sale wasn't bad. I just wish it sold as a set. I'm gonna have to message my buyer on these. These sold, these Pilcrow in the letterpress, and I'm 100% certain these were new. Pretty sure that I bought them either at the rack or like a TJ Maxx. I had them listed for $70 and they ended up selling on this for the sale for $35. But I just looked at my listing and it said new with tag. So these are an older listing. I'm not really sure. They're new, but they're new without tag. So you know how sometimes TJ Maxx will sell jeans, designer, whatever, and they'll have their tag, but then the brand tag won't be on there. Sometimes I'll remove that and do new without tag. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to message my buyer and see. Hopefully they are okay with it. If it's a gift, it might be a problem, but all right, we just got back from Lumpy's first puppy class. He had puppy class tonight.
Oh my gosh, that little tail is just everything. Oh my gosh, I love when he stops to chew.
He's a little pokey. It's like 7 o'clock. This is Lumpy's last night before his last nap before he goes to bed. I'm spent. It's a Friday and the sales have been coming in and I'm so excited. My day is at $680 right now. But I had to cancel one thing and I still have a couple things that are at large. This is the risk that I run when I keep things in my inventory for so long without relisting. I am taking screenshots of items that I need to relist. I've literally sent like 13 offers out on certain items that have been around for over 3 years. And that's how things get lost. So I had to cancel like a little fleece snowsuit for a baby that sold because I sold it on eBay. And now there are a couple things that are showing in my inventory, but they're not in the correct bin. So I just need to do a little detective work. Okay, we are still going strong here. I just accepted less than 50% on this bag because this is a Coach bag. It's beautiful. It was mine. My girlfriends from college gave it to me. Gosh, maybe it was my 20th birthday. I can't remember. But anyways, it has this stain on it. I haven't used it in so long. It's technically a diaper bag. I don't know if I have a little diaper bag insert in here, but it's really nice. I had it listed for $160, so I sent out offers for $80, and then somebody countered at $50. And honestly, this is literally 30 years old, and it has some damage. So that's going out. Oh gosh, I hope I noted this piping. Oh gosh, I have to look. Also, this dress from Free People sold for $20, just a really cute scoop neck with like little ruffle trim summer dress. I was mistaken on the LL Bean jacket when I went and read the description. It was not the size 2 peacoat. It was this overcoat, which is a size 12, which is the cashmere blend. So yeah, similar, but not quite. So that's heading out. That was $60. These were not part of the 50% off sale, I don't think, but I did receive a like on these, and I think I had them listed at $25, so I sent out offers for $17 with discounted shipping. How cute are these little nugget Crocs? I love them. We are back in my bin for size 29 jeans, and I sold a pair of, and I just saw these in here when I was looking. They are no, those are rib cage. They're called the Mile High Skinny Jean. Let me grab them first. All right, I love the detail right here in the front of these jeans. These are called the Mile High Super Skinny. So skinny jeans are still selling. And the interesting thing about these is that Tina and I just recently went through all of our denim. We had a bunch that was in our drafts, and I was afraid to make things go live because denim looks so similar. I didn't want to double list. So we had to go through all of the denim bins. This somehow sneaked by, and I had these listed twice. I don't think these were part of the 50% off sale, but I had one pair listed for $65 and another pair listed for $48. So the $65 listing, the woman sent me an offer for $35. And before I accepted, I checked Vendoo and I noticed I had it listed twice, but that the other one was listed for $48. So a $35 offer on a pair of $48 jeans would be great. And obviously they've been around if I have them listed twice. So I accepted the $35 offer, but I don't think it wasn't part of the 50% off. And she actually offered a little bit more than, just slightly more than 50%. So $35. I think these are such cute jeans. But yeah, and then I ended up deleting the other listing, and then this was a sale. So when you have sales like this, it really forces you to go through your inventory, and I probably should run one of these once a week. I just came upstairs and we sold some boots. We sold some hunter boots. You little piranha. Want to come downstairs and get some? These sold outright for $45. I'm so excited for obvious reasons, Lumpy, right? No, young man. No one's going to want to buy those boots. Hey, drop it. Let's go. You can't be in here. All right, so these were the last 3 items that I could not find, and Tina literally just came and saved the day. It's so nice to have a second set of eyes on stuff. So I'm going to just go through, say what the problem was, why it was lost, and how we found it. So this is the Nike Color Block sweatshirt. It's just got this really fun coral sleeve and a little bit of mesh detail. The way that this was folded in the bag, everything was black, and I thought it was an Athleta sweatshirt when I looked through. And Tina went the next step and actually opened the bag and saw that this was it. So one crisis averted. This kimchi blue shirt, it's a dress actually, and it's not blue, that's the brand. This was simply in the wrong bin. It said it was in one of my dresses bins, and it was in the bin to the left or right. It was also in a package that had been opened. So my thought is maybe a customer inquired about this and I put it back in the wrong bin. And then this beautiful Victoria's Secret, it's like a sheer, like teddy nightgown. It has these little Swiss dots. Absolutely beautiful. We had this in tote scan under Victoria, not Victoria's with an apostrophe. So that is one of the downsides to tote scan, is if you don't have the word in perfectly, it can be a problem. So what I would recommend is maybe copying your exact title that you're putting in your listing and just pasting it into tote scan so everything is the same. This was a human error. This was a little glitch with tote scan, and I did end up having to cancel 3 orders that had sold on eBay, and I never removed the listing from Poshmark. So my bad. When all was said and done, we did about $1,000 in sales. So we will talk a little bit more about it, but just wanted to share the full picture. Wait, where's my celebrity? She's not even... Hello. There she is. I was just saying how it's so nice to have an extra set of eyes.
It's all good. We found it.
We found it.
No canceled sales. Right?
Phew. And now we are ready to ship and rock and roll and tackle today while Lumpy is sleeping. Okay, before we do the recap, I just wanted to share these shoes with you. This was my lowest sale during the sale. I sold these for $10. I am going to show you the back and forth between my buyer and I. I had been sending out offers on this for 3 years. When I looked on Seller Insight, it had been listed for over 1,100 days. This is just a snapshot and why I wanted to share a lot of my insight from this video. If you want to see my total sales at the end of the day, then stay to the very end and I'll just scroll all my sales. So it's been a few days now. My sale weekend or week, couple of days is over, and I just want to give you a brief recap on how things landed. On April 14th, the day that I started the sale, I believe that was the day, it was a Friday, I ended up selling $676. This is after the cancellations I had to do. I had over $1,000 in sales, and as it sits right now, I had to cancel close to $100 in sales. $299 on Saturday, and then $142 on Sunday. I think by Sunday the sale was over, but my closet seemed to be pretty busy because of all of the activity that was going on. So it was $975 in total on the 2 days of the sale. And if you remember, some of those sales were bundles that were unrelated to the sale, like the little Crocs that sold for $17. One of the bundles combined a couple 50% off items, and then a full price item, and then a discounted item. So this is just total sales, and there was a big spike in activity. So $975, Sunday was $142. So in total, my weekend was $1,117. And in total, this month, I've only done $2,191. So I did over half of my business in 3 days of this month. And as we sit today, it is April 19th. So it's been 5 days since the sale. I haven't done this in a while, and I did do this completely through Posher VA. They do send offers out, and the way that I set it up was to send 50% off offers on anything that was listed for 300 days or more in my Poshmark closet. This doesn't include eBay. And it excluded any things that were new with tag items, because in many cases, if I buy it new with tags, that means I paid a premium for it. Sometimes it's retail arbitrage, and I just didn't feel like going through all of my listings. Sometimes I get new with tag items at the bins, but I just excluded new with tag items. And I also said that I needed to at least clear, I think I said $6 or $7, just so I wasn't like really losing money on anything. So those were my parameters. It sent out offers for me, and this is where I landed. I used to do this like once every other month, and it was a really great way to clear through my inventory. But what I wanted to discuss were all of the issues that came up because I had things listed for so long. I actually had a listing today. I think this is the winner. I went on Seller Insight, which is another app that I used to use. It's a really user-friendly app, and I get a lot of information out of it, but I just kind of migrate to Posher VA and Vendoo. And if you have too many apps working, they can kind of cancel out the benefit of another app. So I try to keep things separately, but I just checked in with Seller Insight because what they do is they tell you how long an item has been listed. And there was this dress that's marked in my inventory with number 35, and it said, this dress has been listed for 1,671 days. 1,671 days, that's just so absurd. And it was a cute dress. It was time to relist it. And every time I got a decline from somebody that I had sent a 50% offer on, sometimes I feel like people decline when they're just like sick of hearing from you. And I would screenshot the offer. And in most cases, I had sent probably 7 to 10 offers on that same item over the course of 3 or 4 years. So I took screenshots of all of those, and that's just a fraction of them. Like, there are more that need to be delisted and relisted. And this is where, you know, I'm just like keeping it real here. I easily get in over my head, and I think when I was really trying to grow my YouTube channel, I was doing so many videos because I love doing my YouTube videos, and I love thrifting and all the stuff we all love to do. But I definitely was not keeping up with the amount of items that were coming into the house. I'm so much better about it now because I have Tina, and because I'm more selective about what comes into the house, and honestly because I thrift a little bit less than I used to. So for all those reasons, I think my inventory, well, hello, mister. Come say hi. How you doing? Yes, you made a few appearances in today's video, you little freshie. I had to put lipstick on because he straight up just bit me in the mouth this morning, and I had like a fat lip for most of the day, lumpy. So anyway, I am trying to be better about what I'm taking into the house, but there were a few other things that happened. So there was a red Coach bag that was a diaper bag, and I think I went over it. I definitely showed it to you in the earlier portion. That woman ended up canceling because even though the piping that was exposed, you want to get down, was in the picture, I hadn't disclosed it. I just said, like, look at the image for marks. But if there's something that's that specific, I like to call attention to it. Not just say, see photos for details, but actually say, you know, this is something that's wrong with this item. So that ended up being canceled, and that was something that I had listed. I sent offers out, and they came back with even less of an offer because I had sent them so many offers already. They probably figured, well, let me give this a try. And she said, I appreciate your honesty. I had this bag in black, and once the piping goes, I kind of declined quickly. So she didn't, so we canceled that order. There were 3 items today that you saw that we did find in different locations, and they were showing up in my inventory, but I just wasn't finding them. There was a Jeep hat. Oh, there was a Blondie bodysuit for Free People, and there was one other item that I had to cancel. Those just weren't showing up in my inventory. So then I went to my emails to see notifications, and I just typed in the item, and of course up popped the notification via email that said this sold on eBay on such and such a date. So when I got confirmation that some of those items had sold, I had to go in and message my buyers. And what I typically do, what are you eating? He's eating stickers from a notebook. I'm gonna let him do it just to keep him occupied while I chat with you. It's my girlfriend Kim's birthday, my friend who goes to the bins with me, so we're taking her out to dinner. So I happen to have to put on lipstick, cover up my fat lip from this guy. So I figured I would turn on the camera before I headed out to dinner with the girls to celebrate Kim. And for her birthday, we're gonna go thrifting this week. I'm very excited. Are you having fun? Okay, that's a little much, Lumpy. So for the people that I had to cancel orders on, I went in, I made my apologies. I said that they sold on another platform. I apologized for the inconvenience, and then I offered them a discount on anything else in the store that they might be interested in. None of them came back with something they wanted, which I don't really blame them. I'm sure it's very frustrating because I sent the offer out and then didn't have it in my inventory. Typically, if an offer comes in on something that I'm not sure about, like, oh my gosh, I've had this for 4 or 5 years, where could it be? I will usually run downstairs and get eyes on that item before I accept an offer. And I'm also getting much better about going in and deleting listings as soon as they come in. And again, Vendoo takes it off of the other platforms, but it doesn't take it off the main platform. You have to say this sold on Poshmark, and then it will go in automatically and delist on eBay, Mercari, wherever else you have it listed, Depop. But you have to do the initial one. So I'm getting into the habit, like even if I'm out to dinner tonight and I have an offer that comes through, I just sent out more offers today. If something sells, I will like excuse myself at dinner, go into Vendoo and mark it sold so that it delists from the other things. What do I recommend to avoid all of this? Well, one is stay on top of your inventory as best you can as it's coming through the door. I had years of backlog and not catching up with my stuff. So I'm just trying to stay on top of it now. Again, Tina is amazing. Lumpy. Now he's ripping my Savers receipts. This is going astray. Try to get systems in place that help you so that these issues don't happen. Maybe you make it part of your routine that every morning you wake up and you delist and relist items. I went through a phase where I was doing that. If something was coming up to the end of the 30 days on eBay, I would go in, delist and relist it. Now I've gotten away from that and I'm just trying to juggle everything. Oh my heavens. So I used to have better habits of going in and delisting things as a routine. There are a lot of things that I do routinely, but that is something that I haven't kept up with. So if you can, go in and do this on a regular basis and avoid, double selling an item, I would highly recommend it. Some of you are probably like, your blood pressure's going up listening to my disorganization. My apologies. We are down to under 80 drafts. And if you remember, we had like over 300 at the start of Thriftless February, and we are finding more and more. Tina went downstairs today and she found a Dooney & Burke change purse, and inside of it was a David Yurman necklace, not this one that I'm selling, a David Yurman necklace and a Gucci ring that we had drafts for, but we didn't want to make it go live because we didn't know where they were, and they were inside this Dooney & Burke little change purse that I think is a knockoff in the top drawer of my desk. This is the kind of stuff we find around all the corners of my house, and this is why I say I could not leave my house for a year and I would still have things to sell. Do as I say, not as I do. I am always backpedaling when it comes to inventory, but by golly, one day I'm gonna have it all. It's gonna all be in order. I'm gonna walk into my room and it's gonna feel good, and we are getting there. I am just such a back burner girl. Like if I see something, I'm like, nah, we'll do it another day. And I worry about like what's in front of me. And Tina's like, let's do this now. And I'm like, all right, if you insist, we'll do it now. And we get it done. And I'm always like, that didn't even take much time. We should have just done that a while ago. Another example, today, one of our listings, one of my previous employees had photographed a picture of a pair of Danskos. And because they kept falling, you can put the little clear shoe things in and it pops them up. Well, she took some like packaging, almost like the package pillows, like the clear pillows. They were kind of crumpled up though, and she put it in the shoe to, make it appear as if there was a foot inside. I don't know if I'm making sense. I didn't like the way that looked. I didn't like the crinkled up plastic shoved in the shoe. So it just sat there in drafts. Tina's like, well, where are the shoes? Let's just go take these pictures over again and list it. I'm like, they're probably downstairs in the pile of shoes we have. So she went downstairs, she found them, we refotoed them. They were Danskos in great condition. Comps were around 30 bucks. We listed them. So those are the things that I would get hung up on and like leave it in my draft and then overlook it. And those are things that Tina takes care of. And that is a sliver of the cake. That is a bucket of sand on the beach, as I like to say, but I'm getting there. So I just figured I would share my experience with you. I would definitely do this again. I had a couple things that were listed twice that you saw, so I deleted one, sold another. Now I relisted the Coach bag and disclosed the flaw, and I reduced it by 50%, so I'm starting the listing at $79. It was priced way too high. It's just, you learn so much when you go into old inventory, and also when you're going into old inventory, you don't have to shop for new inventory if you're able to relist, freshen things up, you know, maybe change some keywords, make the picture look more professional, add some details to it that might have been missing, whatever you need to do. Relook at comps, because chances are if something's been in my inventory since 2018, the comps have changed drastically. So anyway, I just thought I would share this experience with you. It was fun. It was like, we always feel like we're playing detective here. Because you just never know what you're gonna get. We're always like looking for clues to point us in the right direction. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you wanna see more of my shenanigans and escapades in thrifting and reselling and trying to ship and trying to update my inventory. You guys are fantastic. Where's Lumpy? This is Lumpy's favorite little lammy. I just had to order a new one because he's already eating the face off of this one. So I am going to dinner to celebrate Kim, and I'm gonna put this little guy down for a nap. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.